All right, so now let's talk about cost groups. So cost groups are basically the templates that you'll be importing into your centralized budget when you're building on your estimates that you can then take throughout the entire process for your material ordering and your job costing and everything like that, right? So whenever you're building out these processes, you would think about start to finish, how everything is connected and streamlined. So basically, the way I went about it is we went in kind of to their most common types of projects that they are doing. And so a lot of it's going to be things like hail estimates through Exactimate, home construction, so actually building new homes, gutters. We have our shingle color selections, and then we also have our roofing systems that is built through an EagleView report that will be able to calculate our quantities. All right. So if you go to your global catalog, they have these templates that you can import in. Just make sure that you go in, you add your costs, you add your suppliers, you add your vendors to them to make sure that it fits your processes. It is streamlined there. So if we go to like these roofing systems here, you can expand this, right, to get an idea here. But basically, this is going to be your cost group, right? So basically, what I can do is when I have a job, I can go to my budget, I can import this entire thing just with the click of a button. All right, so let's close these. So basically, you can see here, this is going to be all of our different line items for our roofing system. Okay, so if I go to one of these here and I show details, you can see I'm gonna have my cost code, I'm gonna have my material type, units, what the cost is. We're gonna have our margin, SKU, right? You kind of name it right here. All right. So we also have these formulas, and these formulas are going to be built through these parameters. So if you go to parameters up here, these are kind of like your variables that you can use in your formulas. And if you use a tool like EagleView or a different measurement tool, basically what it's going to do is just automatically shoot over the values, and it's going to be able to use that formula to calculate the quantity that is needed for each one of these line items for that particular project. All right. So you can add all in that. And then at the bottom, this is where I put my selections. All right. So it's a selection group where I'll allow the customers to book from our good, better, best. And then that way you can increase your average ticket size and really hopefully get some more upsells from that as well. So those are kind of your cost groups there. I'll show you another example with the home construction. And this is one here where you can see here the cost groups. Each one of these items is for a complete home build. So there's a lot more information there, a little bit more complicated of a situation. But you still want to make sure you're templating out those most common scenarios.